No! Ah! I didn't even want to look. I didn't even want to look. Ooh, that was. These are multi-blocks, you big bully. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Ragnamod 6. And we're going to be doing some more Astral. We've got to get that Attunement Alter to pretty much get any more further in Astral. So I did go ahead and make us a little stairway, some little arches. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them like that, but we'll see. But yeah, so now we have an easy way up to our table here. And we're going to put the Attunement Alter right here. Yes, it's going to be a little floaty platform, but it'll be temporary for now. Alright, so the way we do the Attunement Alter is right here. So first we have to craft this in the table. It takes a crystal, 2 rocks, but we need this star metal ingot. Now to get those, the quest does tell you. Oh, it tells you down here. Okay, well let's make the linking tool and we'll follow the quest line. I remember how to make them. It's super easy, and you can end up making a whole bunch. But alright, let's see. Linking tool. So we need some wood and sticks. Okay, nighttime. Oh, I need 2 more sticks. Do these make sticks? No, they don't. Okay. Mobility is the next goal. I really should light this up if I'm going to be doing all this crafting at night. Gonna get a random skelly popping out. I haven't looked, but I wonder if Torchmaster's in here. Or if they have any. Well, actually, we'll do it with Astral. Astral actually has a ritual that you can do that will prevent mob spawning. I think we'll set that up. Okay, so we got that, and I think my stat, yep, resonating one. This mod's cool. I love the effects of this mod, the particle effects and stuff they worked with this mod. Let alone how powerful the mod is. Alright, linking to a conversion wand. What's that? Let's get... Oh, I have some stuff. Yeah. So, I shift click there. That's cool. It's a staging gadget. Oh, that's neat. I like that. Okay. Oh, so now we're at the point where we need to make star metal. Star metal ore is created by exposing iron ore to starlight by collecting a collector crystal or celestial collector crystal. So what that is that's that thing that we used over there to make our first table. Okay. So we'll put this right here. Now what we do is we take this linking wand, right click there, and then right click the block. And then you can just link it to all the blocks. And as you saw with the first one, it already changed. Boom, boom, boom. And then you mine it. Okay, so I'm going to do this whole stack. And the other thing is, once you've linked it to a block, it's linked to that block space. So once you replace the blocks, you don't have to relink anything or anything like that. Yay. Okay, now we got our stack of star metal. Boom. We're going to be using it a lot, so that's why I went ahead and wanted to make a stack just to get it over with. Eventually, we will have our own collector crystal that we'll use, instead of having to run down there every time. And more than likely, it'll be a lot more powerful and faster if we customize it right. Okay, so let's check what the quest is. We don't. Oh, it wants us to make an ingot. And I double use arc furnace 8. Yes. Tinkers will double it. Get all that poured out. We get a free block anyways. Nice. Now we need to make the star metal cutting tool. And then we're pretty much ready to make the Attunement Alter, huh? Yep. Okay, so I'm going to finish smelting these out. I'm going to go ahead and make this cutting tool and get everything together for the Attunement Alter. And then it should be nighttime by the time I get done with all that. And then we'll be back. While it's daytime, I suppose we will build the multi-block. So it's a 15 by 15 black area. So that's what the 225 is. And then we'll wrap it in the arch and then make the pillars. One thing to note is this space is empty. Now let me like zoom in. Did you see that block space is empty? So these pillars start above that with an open space under them. But I'll get it all together and then I'll show you. Alrighty, still waiting for daytime to be over. I have put together the platform. And once we get the table, we'll see some particle effects if it's built right, and it'll look like this if it's not. But I wanted to quickly show you, we just made that star metal cutting tool from the quest line. Now this is used to cut star metal ingot into dust by left clicking an ingot tossed on the ground. So if we do that, well, if we do that, and then left click that ingot, it'll shave off dust. Now this can be enchanted with fortune, so you can end up getting more dust from your ingots. A 3-for-1 ingot is actually pretty good. See what we can get with these. Now you can place multiple ingots and let them stack up, and then just keep tapping it, and it'll keep cutting each ingot till you get them all. And now we have our stardust. Now we got some stardust and the ingots. We need a stardust for the Impulsion Wand, the Traversal Wand. Can't make the Illumination one yet, so we'll take that off. And yeah, that's about it. Just about ready. And as you go down there. Yep. Now we can make our Attunement Alter. Like I was saying yesterday, last episode, the picture will show up when the craft is available. Ooh. Use an extra StarCrafting table power. Alright, now we got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we get particle effects. That means the multi-blocks are right. Sweet. So this is how you can actually tune crystals to certain star patterns in the sky, which is what we got these for. So right now where we're at, we have the first 5 constellations, the beginning constellations recognized. So if we go in here and we click this tab over here, constellations, we'll actually be able to see the 5 that we have found. We'll see what they look like and all that other good stuff. And we're about to make the telescope, so that'll help us find them and do all that good stuff. So each of these stars have different effects. The book will reveal the effect as soon as we find it in the sky. So let's come over here and make our telescope. Okay, so we'll make that. So now we have our telescope. What we can do with this, we're gonna plop it over here. I'll give it a specific spot later. But you want to make sure it's got a view of the sky. And so now you can look, and so you'll see these blinking little lights. You can hit this arrow over here to rotate where it's looking at. Now the blinking little dots, those are the different stars of star formations. Now we're looking for these really big ones. And you want to draw the pattern of what it's supposed to be. And now that it's raining, there's clouds. Okay, we still have star power, so we can still craft, we just can't see the stars. Okay, so we got our formation wand. Attunement Alter. Ooh, who gave us 8 relays? I should have looked at that. That's cool. So. Oh, cool. Yep. That's awesome. Okay. Let's. Oh, I don't need to make relays now. I do want to take that down because that's too small. Or too close. Man, he was like right here. Like you would have blown up table, put a big hole right here. And then I jump and I fall on this thing and I was like, ah. Creepers. Creepers. Okay. Oh, and the reason why everything's blinking, I have night vision right now. So I'll wait for it to go away. Anytime you get in, you like touch Starlight, it gives you night vision for a little bit of time. So like everything's all dark. And so now we've got a little bit of night vision. We can see a little better. But okay, so what was next on the craft list? Let's go ahead and craft this while over here. Oh yeah, I wanted to make this. The Impulsion Wand. Try and take advantage of our nighttime while we got it. Oh, this is the Grappling Hook one. Check it out. That's so cool. Alright, alright. That's gonna be fun. We have some mode of moving around. That's neat. Okay, so let's craft this. We need a little bit of everything. This. That. Bucket, 2 gold ingots. Bucket, 2 gold ingots. Oh, and a crystal. Oopsies. Trying to get the ones with smaller numbers. Okay. We'll do this. Because I don't plan. Yeah, I don't know. We don't have enough. Sad times. Okay, but now we can attune. Next nighttime, basically we're just gonna be looking around, trying to find the stars, drawing the star, and getting its information. And then we'll know which crystal to attune to, and we can attune ourselves. Then we get abilities and levels and perks and a lot of cool stuff. So definitely want to get that started. Oh, let's get a thingamajig in the thingamajig. Yay! Oh, we can generate some more. Now, good thing we got these extra astral relays. I'm gonna go ahead and set up 4 different majiggers, relays. Maybe just 3. 1 here, here, and here. Not that they're needed because we have full power at night, but like I said, with the bigger tables comes more starlight, and eventually we'll need extra just to have a full altar. But alrighty, I'll be back. Okay, it's nighttime. Let's see if we can find any stars. Okay, here's one of them. I think this one. As I'm doing this, I'm left clicking and dragging for the stars. Sounds like this. Oh, nice. Straight down and out. That's you. Okay, so cool. So now that we've actually identified those, we can go to constellations here and click on Dissidia. Now we can see its description. Well, now that we've actually identified some constellations, we are able to start attuning ourselves. Now, the way this is gridded out is we will basically use the lenses, the astral relays. So we basically lay these astral relays out in the star pattern. Now, in order to get this, you can take this. So say we wanted to do Visio. So we would put Visio in our offhand. And at night, if Visio is up in the sky, it'll show little purple particles above where we need to place the relay. And so we would end up placing the relays in a similar shape. That's the exact shape of the Obviously not this, but the exact shape of the star constellation. Once all the relays are placed, then you'll be able to see the white particle effects of the lines connecting each of the points. It'll make the constellation, and you'll drop your crystal in that table to attune it. That's also how we will attune ourselves. Alrighty, let's upgrade our altar. Sweet. Now, because we're upgrading the altar, we are going to have to change the multi-block around the altar. And that's actually in the book. Ah, that's so cool. So if we could zoom in on here, Attunement was the last one we had. And if we click the Celestial Altar, next page will show us the new multi-block. And again, you can highlight over the star. It'll give you a material list. Close to the same. It expands out a little bit, but not too much different. Alrighty, and here's the new multi-block structure. As we can see, it's already blue. Fortunately, the sun's coming back up, so we're not going to be able to do any crafts, but that's not that big of a deal. We do want to get some attunement going. Yeah, I think it's this one that I want. This one's movement speed, I believe. That'll make us move faster. We have Decidia, which would increase attack damage. Avorcio, which is for mining. Avitas, I can't remember what that one is. And then Amara, which is for defense, which makes us stronger. So, thinking movement speed. We could do mining. Now, the other thing is, as you level up, you gain experience based off of which constellation you align yourself with. So if we do the attack damage one, we're going to get XP from fighting mobs. If we do the mining one, we get it from breaking blocks. And the movement one, we get it from traveling. Defense, taking damage. So I think moving around is going to be the best choice for me right now. Luckily, we have found Vizio, so when it becomes nighttime, we'll be able to attune ourselves. We do need to make some more astral relays because I believe it has 6. Yes. So we'll need 6 astral relays. We do have an extra glass lens, so that's no big deal. We'll be able to make the 6th one there and get started with that. Once it becomes nighttime, we'll get ourselves attuned, do some attunement crystals. Oh, and one thing I forgot, and try not to. When you upgrade it, the game doesn't register it for the quest. So as far as this is concerned, we haven't completed the quest. We have to break it and then put it back down. Now we can collect this. Ooh, Stardust, nice. Starlight Infuser, we're gonna need to craft this up. And yeah, we have everything for that. So we'll craft that. And that is also a multi-block structure that we'll have to put together. So if we come over here, Starlight Infusers in the constellation section, click right here, it'll show us the craft. Next page shows the multi-block. Now these empty spaces are actually get filled with buckets of starlight, and it doesn't count flowing starlight. It has to be full buckets. So there's 12 spaces there, so it will tell you you need 12 buckets of starlight to fill in here to get it to actually infuse items with starlight. But once we set this up, we'll be able to make those lenses 1 glass pane per lens, which would be really cool. This is a bad time, guys. Okay, so when you come over here, you get these little glowy spots. So you want to put these in those blocks. If you don't have these guys bumping you when you go to place it. Okay, see, now they're all lit up. So now we get attuned to the stars to empower ourselves. Sorry, too much. But look at it, it's so cool. All the particles. They even have the colored particles according to the constellation we're tuning ourselves to. So Vicio's like the teal color. So that's what all the teal dots around the outside and flowing into me are. If we had chose the attack one, they'd be red and so on and so forth. So cool. They did such a good job with this. This isn't me moving it. This is all done through the mod. Nice. Now while that's there, I do want to go ahead and get some crystals attuned. Nice. So now we have 2 Visio crystals. Alrighty, we'll let that fill up, and then we can fill up these last 6 buckets. We have our illumination wand to light everything up. Oh, we're tuned. So now we have a new tab called perks. And as you can see, we have this bar over here. So right now we have 10% increased movement speed, and we gain experience by moving around. So that's why we've already gotten some XP. We are at level 1, so we've got 1 available skill point. And this is a giant skill tree. So these 5 big circles are all the starting one. There's all kinds of really cool perks and lots of fun stuff. Now there's one in here that will probably take. Here it is. Cool. Awesome. We got the right side. The Visio Mantle now grants flight instead of electric gliding. So the Visio Mantle is a final tier altar craft that we'll be able to do once we upgrade our altar again and get into that. But normally it only gives elytra, but if you have this skill, you will now have creative flight. That will be super cool. And we can just kind of come over here and get that and then keep going. Alrighty, cool. Now we are all perked up. We got some extra movement speed. Anywho, so we'll right click the aquamarine here, and then we'll right click the table with our resonating wand, and then it'll infuse it. Now this craft does have a chance of using up one of these buckets of water, and that's why I pointed out the lines on the water before, or liquid starlight, not water, because see, like that one, it used this bucket up, so that will have to be replaced before we can do another craft. But we now have a resonating gem. Yay! Okay. Now we're missing 1 and 1. We needed an attuned lens and a glass lens, or attuned crystal. Oh, it has to be a celestial crystal. Yeah, you have to like grow it. Yeah. So if you take the star metal dust and a crystal and drop it in a bucket of starlight, you let it sit for a little while, it'll turn into a crystal that's like growing on the ground. Yep, there it goes. Once it gets to full size, you'll break it and it'll be a celestial crystal. Alrighty, so I made us our own collector crystal. I tuned it to the Cydia. I actually think, if I remember correctly, that's what that one is, but anyway, it's not intentional. You can build this multi-block structure that's supposed to increase the potency of it, and so I linked it to 2 different spots. I broke that one a little early, that was my bad. But once you see like these little white particles coming out from the crystal itself, that's a good indicator that it's already complete. And then if you hit F3, once it's at stage 4, then you can harvest it and you'll get a crystal. So we'll go ahead and break it, and boom. Oh, alright, that's all we need. We know we got that. Heck yes. Cool. Once this gets upgraded, then we'll need to upgrade the multi-block. Let's go back here. So here's the multi-block structure. It literally just adds these top blocks. That's it. Super simple. I think it's ready. About. Alright, here we go. We'll go ahead and break the table and see now. It says we learned about radiance. So we'll break that so we can get the quest. Place it back down. Hey, one way to know it's done, that thing will be up there. Oh, that's weird. Can't look right at it. Now we have the final tier table. We get the mantle of the stars. Once we return to Visio, now you'll see these items are outside the crafting table. Those you'd use the relays. So you'd put 4 relays down, and then it'll display the picture of the item that it needs. But that's actually pretty simple, and it doesn't need the crystals, so we can actually do that probably right now. Wow, okay. Hopefully, so close. It's so close. Will it make it? I think it will. I think it will. Come on. You're almost there. Ah, sweet. This is gonna be nice. Awesome. Do it. Okay, so now is what's gonna happen is these items are gonna appear transparently on one of these. Okay. And shoot a little beam. And it'll show a picture. See? Shows a feather there, so we need to put a feather there. Then the next item's gonna pop up. Sugar. Okay, so we'll put sugar there. Then I'll do another one, string. Alright, now we got one more. Hopefully it takes this gar. Yep. I love the crafting in this mod. It's so cool looking. You see little particles coming out of each thing. That's how I knew I accepted it. And we now have the Visio mantle. Do we test it? Do we test our electric lighting? Yay! We have Elytra. And look! We look cool. We got a cape with like a little chest thingy. Alright. Aha, we got it. Alright. Here we go. Oh yeah. Now some would say this is kind of super cheap, but yeah. Creative Flight. Anybody? Please? Yeah. I'll take it. Any day of the week. Alright, heck yes. Thank you. Alright. So, now that we have that, we got a little taste of the OP-ness of Astral. Okay. Anywho, that's gonna be it for today's episode. I just kind of wanted to get through that and get some cool stuff. I was super excited to play and just wanted to get the Astral stuff going because, yeah, Creative Flight. Who wouldn't want it? Alright, well, hit that like button down there if you liked the episode, and if you're not already, consider hitting that subscribe button and getting that bell if I don't fall down the hole. We got flight, so we can fly out of it. Anywho, if you want to catch the next episode, you can hit the bell and you'll get all kinds of little ding dongs when the episode comes out. And I appreciate you for stopping by and checking out the video. Catch you next time. Later.